It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. Next on Madden Football.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Baltimore. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, it's one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
Here's Williams to start the drive. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Adams. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
2nd and 6 now. That one's incomplete over the middle.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Pass complete, Tutu Atwell. And he's able to get this down to the 13. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now Stafford again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Option design here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Henry running to the left. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. All right, here we go, 2nd down. They go play fake with Jackson. Completes this one to Hill. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Jackson now on third. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Stay on the ground with Williams. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 3. Complete Derrick Henry. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running it after the penalty. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a couple that time, and it leaves him well behind the sticks for a 3rd and 15.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Blitz coming, Lamar. The Rams get to him, and he's dropped. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Nakua nabs this one along the sideline. And he's out of bounds past midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford has it downfield, working the left. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams get some late points and the lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. Finds some space, he's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They've got a man in motion. Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson has his man. It's DeAndre Hopkins. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. And the Rams add a man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. For that one, an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Ravens will go on offense. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Connects with Bateman. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Lamar back to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. He'll throw it. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut it to just a point before halftime. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
And his kick is good, and what a first half that was as we officially go in the locker rooms now, all tied up. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. On 1st down, Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. That one's caught along the left sideline. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down throw for Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
A tight end in motion now. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to get this down to the 36. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Set him back 5, it's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Now here's Lamar. Escapes. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying down the middle with Henry. He finds space for a few yards that time. Tackle made by Kobe Turner. Only 3 yards that time. They're left to figure out a 3rd and 15. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. 2nd half starts with a run by Williams. And they had that one contained right at the line, giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. Now I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. It's complete to Higbee. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to give him the ball.
Throwing to Stafford on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The Ravens headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. First and 10 from the 41. Now it's Lamar. It is Cup, left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Flowers will go in motion left. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Lamar off the play fake. Completed to Flowers. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. 1st down, here's Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. He does it, touchdown Baltimore! The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams headed out to the field now. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. Complete out to the right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Stafford gonna go on 4th. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Henry on the option. And he'll go down here at the 16. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Going to the ground again on 1st. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens holding a 10-point lead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Changing it up here, Jackson. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll run here with Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. Once more, here's Henry. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they have to come up with 7 yards now on third and goal.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Lamar now from the gun. On the move, headed right. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Staring at fourth down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bullock's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw, here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, third down coming up. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.